Oh, hello. Welcome to Gourmet, the channel where I cook my way through all the cookbooks I own and have never used. We are working with the official Disney Parks cookbook. We're going to be making two things today. One of them, mostly because it sounds good, is a shrimp boil taco with andouille sausage and fresh corn. We won't be using fresh corn because I wasn't at the store. And then the real one that we want to make, but like is only 3 ingredients. We're making Dole Whip today. Let's be honest. If you've ever been to Disney Park, you've had the Dole Whip. It's fantastic. Um, I've got like a little something planned for when we try it later, so I'm kind of excited. Stay tuned for the Dole Whip because let's be real, that's why we're all here. And let's get this one started. So we're starting this one by melting. It's supposed to be 2 sticks of butter. We've got that like European style butter in here, so I've just used 1 stick, which is kind of like a stick and a half of the like regular American style butter, like the Land O'Lakes. What we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and get our shrimp ready. I cheated on this step. The book says to use 1.5 pounds of shrimp and then remove the tails and cut shrimp into bite-sized pieces. I got these already deveined and detailed, so we're just going to cut them into bite-sized pieces while our butter melts. I don't know the best way to go about this. These were just the ones on sale. I think these were like pink Argentinian shrimp or something. I don't really know, but I'm just going to go ahead and kind of run my knife through them. And like, if I'm thinking about what I'm biting into a taco, I kind of am thinking about that size. Like, maybe that piece is like slightly too big, but this is what we're going for. We have 1.5 pounds. I'm just going to go ahead and use the whole 1.5 pounds. I guess if we had included the tails and everything, it would be more. Like, I guess I would have less shrimp, is what I'm thinking. But, nah, whatever. Okay, so our butter's melted. Hands are washed. Book is wiped off. And we are going to go ahead and stir in all of our, what-you-call-ems. We're going to stir in all of our seasonings. There you go. So we need 2 tablespoons of Old Bay seasoning. We've all seen the one. I did. I bought this and then immediately dropped it on the floor and it dented, which I was kind of surprised about, but I guess I hit it right at the right spot. So let's get this open. Oh boy, this is difficult. This is going to sound interesting. I have literally never used Old Bay in cooking. So this is the first time, which I'm excited about. But we need 2 tablespoons into our butter. You know what? There we go. 2 tablespoons. Now we need 1 tablespoon of Cajun seasoning. So I couldn't find exactly Cajun, but I found this original Creole seasoning, this Tony Chachers. I don't know how you say it, but we need to get this open. So open, and I did Google it, and Creole and Cajun are slightly different, but kind of the same at the same time. So I figured this would work. Ooh, there's a lot of pepper in that. I gotta sneeze. So we got those guys in. We need 1.5 teaspoons of paprika. Here's our paprika. Let's get this in there. Sure, that's 1.5 teaspoons. We need 1/2 teaspoon of cayenne. So here's our cayenne. Something tells me that Creole seasoning has some cayenne in it, but there we go. And we need some garlic. We need 4 cloves of garlic chopped. I'm just going to assume there was a lot of juice in that, so I'm going to assume that was 4 cloves. But now we're stirring and we're cooking these until all of our spices are nice and fragrant. I'm going to beef up the temp just a little bit. This is supposed to be over medium heat. Okay, so we've got our butter and spices going. Everything smells nice. We're going to go ahead and add in our shrimps. Just kind of get them all in there. I know my cutting board's a mess and you're not supposed to cross-contaminate, but I'm going to cross-contaminate because we've got to cut some sausages, and I didn't think about doing them before before this. But we need... I'm going to give these guys a start. Oh, I definitely missed a shrimp. Like an entire shrimp. I missed a whole... I didn't do great. That's okay. I'm going to leave them. I'm not that worried about it. Okay. That kills me. I can't put an entire shrimp, a whole shrimp. I guess it's time for another sip of the drink. We're going to let this cook. We're going to go ahead and get our sausage ready. This is my andouille sausage I'm using. It's just what the store had. Admittedly, it was on sale. We're supposed to use 2 links. This is probably a little more than 2 links, but I'm going to use the whole thing anyways. Ay, ay, ay. And I'm going to take my shrimp knife, cut this in half, and we're supposed to dice this. So I think what I'm going to do, just to make this a little more manageable, is kind of cut this into like fourths and then dice it. That way it's kind of the same size as the shrimp we've got going on. And that's definitely the whole goal here, is to get the sausage the same size as the shrimp. And yes, the shrimp is supposed to be the star, but if we have equal parts shrimp and sausage, I'm not going to complain about it. Our shrimp is looking good. It's almost probably all the way cooked through. I'm going to give it like maybe another minute or so. Because this guy, like, you can see he's cooking, but he's not all the way cooked. So I guess that's what I'm kind of judging it on. And they definitely seem to want you to do all of the shrimp all the way. What shocks me about this recipe is the amount of butter in it. I don't know what that's about. That is so much butter. But hey, what are you going to do, you know? So I think our shrimp is pretty much cooked all the way. So we're going to go ahead and add in our next ingredients. We've got our andouille sausage over here that we're just going to slide. Oh, we lost a piece to the floor. Oh, no. I heard it. I don't see it, but I heard it ding. Oh, it's over by the sink. Sad day. We need to add in the kernels of 4 corn cobs. They want fresh corn. It's not corn season here, so we're using frozen corn. And we are purely gonna... I'm gonna add in the whole bag. I love corn. I don't think there's too much thing as too much corn. So now what we're doing is we're gonna let the corn cook all the way. We're gonna heat up the sausage, and then once that's done, really, we're done. We're done with this one. We're going to heat up some tortillas. We have some nice blue corn tortillas. I don't know why I feel the need to say it that way, but I am. But yeah, we're going to let this all heat up a little bit. And then I've got a bowl to the back that I'm going to pour it in to keep warm. So everything's pretty much heated all the way through. I'm just going to turn off the burner. And I'm going to transfer everything to this bowl. You definitely don't have to, but I'm going to fry my tortillas in this bowl. Or in this skillet. So I just figured it's just as easy to move everything. But I did taste this. This tastes so good. It's got a nice little kick to it. If you wanted more spice, you can add more spice. I mean, really, this is like, it's so easy. Which I knew it would be. But it is quite satisfying, I've got to say. So I've poured in a little bit of canola oil in here. I'm going to go ahead and heat this up. We are going to get our tortillas. These are the tortillas I'm using. They're just blue corn tortillas. The recipe said yellow or blue, but I thought blue was prettier, so that's what I went with. I'm going to get some tongs because I don't fully trust myself with this step. We're heating up our oil. And we're just going to fry the tortillas a couple seconds on each side to get them a little crispier. And then we have paper plates with some paper towels, and we're going to go ahead and drain them. And then that is all we have to do for this one. So I think our oil was probably a little cold. We probably should have let it heat up more before we added these. These are just soaking up oil. Oops. I'll raise the temp a little bit. There we go. You want them to puff. I know that much. I've never made tortillas from scratch, but I know you want them to puff. Oh no. These first two are definitely a first pancake situation. They're so soggy. I think we'll just get these guys off and start again. Let's try it again. Our oil's hotter. I've got one. I've got two. These are going to go better. There we go. They're frying a little bit. That's kind of what we want. We're definitely going to have to do this a couple times. I think we'll do two more because I've got out two more. And then we're going to call it. And if this doesn't quite work, it doesn't quite work, but that's okay. I just don't know how they don't soak up all the oil. That seems to be my issue. Okay, I'm going to turn this off. We are going to let everything cool a little bit, let our tortillas drain of all the oil, and then we get to try these bad boys. This is our little taco. We've got a little lime wedge on the side. Everything seems to be piping hot. This is going to be incredibly hard to eat. I'm also incredibly hot. It's so hot in the kitchen right now, but I am so hungry. And yeah, you can see we're still set up to film for Dole Whip. So that's coming, but I'm going to go ahead try this. I'm not going to try it with the lime first, and then I'll try it with the lime, and then I'll come back for a verdict because I don't think I can try this on camera. Okay, so let's talk about it. That is delicious. It is so good. Like I said, though, an absolute mess to eat. And I'm not going to lie, I kind of really want it over pasta. I think this is this is going to sound bad and like sacrilege, but if you've ever had like the Cajun pastas from places, that's what it kind of is. It's just so good. It's got a great flavor to it. I'm not a big corn tortilla person, so that kind of goes against it for me. And it uses a lot of butter, which is like not a problem, but at the same time, that was a lot of butter in there. That kind of only has some payoff, but hey, it's so easy to make. The ingredients are super easy to find. The shrimp was kind of expensive. It was about $20 of shrimp in there, but let me show you, an entire bowl of leftovers. So I can have all the tacos I want, and I can make pasta. So I think, it's definitely, none of these recipes are a one-person recipe, and I know that, so I'm going to have leftovers for days. But it was so easy to make that, I think I'm going to give this a 9.5. I think it could be better. I think I don't know. It is really good. It's really solid, and it is so easy. I can't stress how easy that was. And yes, you could have taken longer to peel and devein shrimp and all of that and save some money there, but whatever. I'm not doing that. I would have only saved like $5 that way. And to me, it wasn't worth it. So yeah, this one's great. I'll see you guys when we start to make some Dole Whip because I am excited. I'm here for that, and I'm ready to cool off a little bit. Okay, so it's time to make some Dole Whip. Let's get this going. We need 2 cups of frozen pineapple chunks. So let's get these guys open. We're going to go ahead and measure these, but, we'll see. Let's, I don't know if it's going to fit all in the blender. I think it will. It should be fine, but we'll see for sure. I also don't know if I know how to measure out 2 cups of pineapple chunks, but there's one. I don't know. Let's call that 2. We'll stick this guy in there. There's our pineapple chunks. I think we'll be fine. We need to get some non-dairy vanilla ice cream. Got some Oatly here. This is going to be the non-dairy vanilla ice cream we need. We need 1 cup of this. I've never had this. Probably should have, but too bad. We're just going to guesstimate what a cup will look like. I know that technically we'll be above the fill line on this, but I'm not super, super worried. We're just putting all of this into a blender. I think that That's not bad vanilla ice cream. Look, it's not vanilla ice cream, but hey. I think that's going to be a cup. If we need more, eh. There we go. I think this will be a cup. If we need more, we can always add more. And now it is time to add in some pineapple juice. We'll go ahead and get this open. We only need half a cup of this to start with. The recipe says for a full 3/4, but I'm not going to do that. I guess I'll open this up halfway, though. I'm not going to go ahead and do the full, like, I just want this up. Ugh. Let me try a knife. That works. Now we need a 3/4 cup of pineapple juice, but we're going to start off with a half because if it's too much, we don't want to go like too far. So I'm going to find my half, and I'm just going to pour really poorly, and now I have to clean a mess. So yeah, we'll take a hot second to clean a mess. Yes, I know that this can of pineapple is huge, but it was very cheap, and my plan is I have some pork chops, so I'm going to put pineapple juice and pork chops together and the frozen pineapple chunks and hope that that works. Who knows? But let's get this. I'm going to go ahead and... How did I never unravel my cord for my little blender? Huh. Okay, there we go. I'm going to get the blender plugged in. We're going to go ahead and pour in our pineapple juice. I'm going to stick the blender on. And we're going to get blending. We'll see how this goes. Okay, so it doesn't really want to get the pineapple. Maybe we should add the ice cream in last. I think we're going to need a little more pineapple juice. I just don't think that's quite it. I'm going to do this over the sink to save myself some time. Okay, I've added in some pineapple juice. I'm trying to work quick because it's ice cream, so it's going to melt all the way. But let's see how this goes. Okay, we're going to call this here. Let's look at this bad boy. Ooh, that looks like Dole Whip. I'm going to scoop this out real quick, and we're going to try it. Okay, so here's our Dole Whip. Insanely easy to make, but let's try it and see if it's just as good. Here's our bite. That's pretty good. It's not the Dole Whip I love and know, but I don't think it was ever going to be. Also, I don't think the vanilla ice cream that I chose was the best base. I think the Oatly lives up to its name. It's a little oaty. It's Oatly. So it's just the one that I saw first. So sue me. I think this can be improved upon really easily with just getting a better dairy-free ice cream. Honestly, it's great. If you're feeling like Dole Whip at home and you're missing the parks, this is a great recipe. So easy to make. You can get a lot smaller of a pineapple juice than I did, let's be honest. But I thought that I could do something fun with the pineapple juice in the can. The ice cream's so easy to find. I think there's a bunch of different brands out there, but Oatly was just the one that was on sale at my store when I went. So that's what I went with. I really wasn't looking hard. I should have thought about it a little more, but I didn't. The frozen pineapple, super easy to find. Let's be honest, no issue there. So this one, I'm going to give it a 9.5 as well. I think 9.5 is well deserved. It's not Dole Whip, but it's pretty close. Now we are going to try something different. I need to get it out of the freezer, but we actually found Dole Whip in a tub of ice cream. So we're going to try that really quick. Okay, so obviously this is not sponsored, but I found pineapple Dole Whip at the store, and I thought we had to try it with our Dole Whip. So I'm going to get this open. We're going to go ahead and see what this looks like. I guess I'll clean off the spoon. So we have to say, the color, Color is spot on. Look at that. Look at my, I mean, come on. But we're going to give this one a taste. This is already immediately less creamy. It's a little more icy, if that makes sense. You can kind of see when I scoop it. Maybe if I scooped it towards camera. It's a little icier than what we've got, but that's, I think, to be expected. That's the Park Dole Whip. Let's see. Pineapple puree, water, tapioca, syrup, sugar, inulin, whatever that is, coconut oil, sunflower oil. Yeah. This is definitely what the park has. This is this tastes like the park. So you don't have to make your own Dole Whip. You can just buy it. But, I mean, how fun. We had a great time. I don't regret this one bit. I'm going to eat this bowl. It was great. So, yeah, I mean, I think we came out of this one pretty solid. The shrimp tacos are great. The Dole Whip is great. If you're looking for like a homemade Disney theme of a dinner, I would do these 2 recipes. Do I know an appetizer off the top of my head you can do? No. I don't remember what I've cooked. But these are great. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.